Coach Barrett,
Player Shane, what's
how
up,
we
man?
doing, man?
Surprisingly well.
Surprisingly. Why
Yeah,
surprisingly?
we'll get right into it. We're on a you're on your third day. I'm on my second day. You're doing 4 days. I'm doing 3 days fasting.
Uh-huh.
Some would say I'm more hardcore than you because I'm not doing aminos.
Well,
Other people, of course, not me.
leave a comment, drop a comment, and let us know who's more
Who's harder?
hardcore, not doing aminos or going 4 days instead of 3 days.
So I'm doing salt in the morning. I probably need to do salt at night too. I'll probably do something at night. And black
Right.
coffee, salt water,
You're doing just salt, no electrolytes.
no electrolytes. And then I do put lemon and lime or lime into my water. Just a little squeeze.
And every water or just once a day?
I have a 32-ounce jug, and I do a little squeeze when I refill it.
Okay, so in every water.
I have found it's not 100%, but it's 75. I have found having just a little taste goes a long way while we're doing this
Yeah, no doubt.
because you're just used to tasting things, and now there's no taste.
100%. And it makes you feel full.
It
When
makes you
I
happier.
when I get hungry, I just take a small little sip of black coffee. And for whatever reason, that just does it for me.
I had a cup of black coffee with a shot of espresso in it yesterday, and it was a spiritual experience.
It's almost tastes like a smoothie.
Yeah, it really did. Like, it's so thick, and you get a buzz because you have nothing in your stomach.
Yeah.
So you're like full and floating.
Yeah.
And then you crash back down. You're like, crap, I got 48 hours before I can eat.
It's this time around too. So I've always like seen on Instagram that like meditating on a fast is like essentially more spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like more
You get
intense.
more locked in or something?
Yeah. And I haven't meditated in a long time. I've never been like an enormous meditator, but I have. The first time I ever meditated was probably 3 years ago now. But I've gone like, I'll do 30 days where I'm doing 10 minutes a day or 10 minutes every other day. And then I won't do it for 4 or 5 months. And then I'll be like, I need to do it. And I'll do it again. Anyways, long story short, I decided that on this fast, I was going to get back in. And I haven't actually meditated today. But the one thing that for sure I wanted to do on this fast was meditate and cold tub every day. I just got out of the cold tub, which is why I have a hoodie on because I'm now shivering. But the meditation that I did 2 days ago, was really, really good. Just 15 minutes. It was actually great until you called me right around like the
I was
13-minute
gonna say,
mark.
you know, it sucked because if someone called you in the middle of your meditation.
And I had my watch on.
Apparently you weren't that locked in because you answered.
Well, no, I had my watch on and my watch started vibrating. And then I was like trying to ignore it. And then I'm like, all right, I'm so far out of it now and I got to be close to done.
You just need to take responsibility for that because you should have taken your watch off.
100%. So yesterday morning I took my watch off and I did it first thing in the morning. And what I learned yesterday, because yesterday was the first time that I did meditation first thing. I'm like, I'm going to knock it out in the morning and it'll be whatever. So like set my tone for like calm mind. And I didn't really enjoy it. Like, I felt like I was just like asleep because I literally got out of bed, drank my aminos, and then went and did it. Like I hadn't even showered or brushed my teeth or anything yet. And so I was like sitting there, like basically trying not to fall asleep the whole time. So I didn't feel like I was calming any storms. I was just kind of like sleep sitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a weird experience. So that's why I haven't done it yet today because
Have you
I
had any
don't
weird
want to.
dreams
I didn't
while you've been
like that.
fasting?
Not weird, but I never can really remember my dreams. Like I could wake up and you could be like, "What'd you dream about?" I don't know, but I for sure I was dreaming something. I was doing something.
I had a dream last night that I was running around. I was running around the facility naked.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah, I do too. And I knew, I was like, this isn't good.
Maybe
This
it
is a
means
very
you
bad
just
situation to be in.
maybe it means you need to be more vulnerable.
And I was but I couldn't. I knew that the only way to not be seen would be to keep running. I couldn't. I knew it wasn't good, but I couldn't fix it.
What a weird dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember my dreams, but I've been dreaming every night.
I was going to ask you a follow-up question, but there's no point if you don't remember your dreams.
I couldn't tell you, but I used to say that I hated dreaming because I would wake up feeling tired, like I never slept. But I think honestly, since I've really started taking, like, my diet more seriously in the last probably 4 years, and, like, when I eat at night and stuff like that, I dream much more often, and now I don't hate it. Now I wake up and it's fine, but I used to say I hated it, and when I dreamed,
Weird.
I was, like, tired. So I don't know what that means or if that was just me being me, but, I felt honestly, to another thing about the fast, today's day 3. I've only ever done 3 days. I'm doing 4 tomorrow, but for today to be day 3 this morning, I woke up with a lot of energy, like, I felt normal as you could feel, but the workout that we did today kicked my ass, and
Dude, who created that thing?
dude, when you just texted me talking about, "Can we do this now?" I was, like, still kinda zombied out. I'm like, "The only way I'm gonna make it through this podcast is if I get in the cold tub now. I can't get in it after." So that's why I say, "Give me 10 minutes," and I hopped in there. But apparently, a friend of mine has a dad who did a 7-day fast, and he claimed that at the 4-day mark, he got, like, a huge boost of energy, and then the last 3 days were, like,
Easy.
not like a non-issue. So I'm curious to see how do I feel when I wake
Your
up
body just
tomorrow.
gives up on the hope of eating.
Yeah. So tomorrow when I wake up will be on my 4th day, so we'll see how that feels. But I felt like I said, I felt out of all the times I've done it, today was definitely the easiest. Day 3, I don't know if it's because my target is further down the road. You know what I mean? It's like if you go on a drive from here to Tampa, you know, it's a 2-hour drive with traffic. You're just ready to be there the whole time. But if you're gonna drive from here to California, those first 2 hours fly by.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So I don't know if it's like one of those things. So we'll see how I feel in the morning, I guess.
Yeah, I messed up with that workout today.
I don't necessarily think you messed up. It's just
Well,
we
it's supposed to be like if we're fasting through it, I don't want it to be that strenuous.
yeah, it would have been tough if we
And it
were
was strenuous.
fasting. It was tough.
It was strenuous. So, few minor tweaks, I think it's a lot less strenuous, and we're still getting the movement piece in. So for my side of things, we have the minor league guys coming back in from their season that all ended in the last week or two. The goal is we want to hit a 3-day fast right away. It's like a detox. We did a 3-day fast in like November last year, I think it was. And the guys did a great job, but just learning more about it myself, I was trying to be more cognizant of the fact that like there's a lot of recommendations around not doing anything that intense because your body doesn't have any protein. So, just so you're not ripping away muscle and using the muscle as fuel or starting to, lose muscle mass, just stay away from anything that's too high intensity. So the idea is that the guys are going through more of like a mobility circuit, some nasal breathing and movement, like a lot of movement and 3 planes of motion. So they're getting back into it. Their heart rate's up. We're moving differently than you would in season. You might get a little bit of soreness out, but it's nothing that's like burying these dudes because there's no food. So that was the hope. And today overcooked it a little bit. And there's probably actually the bear crawls for sure need to be dialed back. And then maybe the viper lunges could be dialed back a touch.
I think for me the Proteus that we did, the bear crawls and the viper lunges were definitely the hardest, but the bear crawls for whatever reason kicked my ass. Like the lunges were just kind of like whatever. And maybe because we haven't done bear crawls in a while.
Well, you were doing your Shane thing. The Proteus in this isn't meant to be ripped. It's more of like get the range of motion and have a continuous motion while doing it, not like rip up, rip down.
Well, my coach didn't tell me that, and I saw the person who went before me's numbers, and then I just wanted to beat those.
Yeah,
Gamified fitness, I couldn't help myself.
which is a great part of Proteus.
This is a great part of Proteus. Shout out Proteus. Thank you for our sponsorship. And if you haven't heard about the mobile Proteus, there is
There we
now a
go.
mobile Proteus. We can bring it to you anywhere in the country. Maybe even out of the country as long as you can get there by land.
Yeah. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually we'll get there.
Yeah,
If
I'll
someone from
drive it.
Anchorage called, it'd be a little tough.
I'll drive it for you. You just got to pay me.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I could use it.
You
I
can
could use
just
it.
pull over and work out and for the day.
Yeah, and I could use a job. Uh, you just let me know, man.
Yeah, you don't
Hopefully,
have much leverage to negotiate a contract with
no,
me right now.
no.
Yeah, so that was what's going on with us at the training and what we're referring back to. So excited to finish up tomorrow with everyone. Just pure kind of mobility day. Should be pretty light. We'll do some type of Proteus finisher, which is fun.
Mhm.
That's like the perfect amount of exertion because it's 4.5 minutes
And it's
for
fun.
just upper body. It's fun.
It's fun, and it's,
It's a
it's
very
game
different challenge.
it's gamified with the boys, so, like, you're gonna push yourself
Yeah.
harder. Like, yesterday, I asked who wanted to be the rabbit because whoever goes first is probably not gonna have the best score because that's just how it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
it's
like how much do you want to push everyone else is the first person's one because you should
for
if we have 5 people going, the person that goes first should finish last.
essentially, unless it's me going first.
You've done great on it. I'd love to hate on you, but you've done great on it. You're an
Yeah.
endurance guy.
I am. I've always said that if it's not strength and it's just like will, I can will my way through most workouts probably better than anybody that's stronger than me.
Is that why you think that's why you're good at the skipping?
Yeah.
So we started Stu McMillan, who's a world class Olympic sprint coach, was on Huberman talking about how important skipping is and how a lot of people should be a lot better off skipping instead of going right to sprinting. Like eventually sprinting should be the goal, but skipping is mimicking a lot of the same actions with a lot less intensity. So you're getting the bounce off the ground, you're getting the hip extension, you're getting knee flexion. So one side's hip extended, the other side's hip flexion, and you're doing some of these things. It's just a lot less stressful. So for someone that hasn't sprinted in a while, if you went out and went 100%, you're probably going to pull something. Like if you didn't, you're probably not going 100%. So building up to it, he highly recommends skipping. So again, part of our off season
Hold
is to
on.
get you
I did,
guys ready to sprint is to skip a lot.
yeah, I don't think you sent me that clip, but you were telling me about it. Was he saying specifically if you just haven't sprinted in a while, or was he claiming that doing the skips would improve sprint speed and vertical, essentially improve explosiveness? Or was it
It was
more of a
more
build up?
it was more of the build up piece where he went into detail from, and that's what I took from it. I couldn't tell you. I would say both.
I mean, doing it, it feels like there's no way I'm not going to get faster or jump higher doing this.
Yeah, yeah, it's a plyometric.
Dude, it's not easy.
And so
That's
we
for sure.
did. It's basically a third of a mile that we skipped. I was
Yeah,
floating for the first part of Monday. Today, I was
you were
trying not to cramp.
you were flying. Well, I almost went down today on two of them when I heard Manny. I heard him.
Catching up to you.
I could hear him getting close. So I tried to give it another gear, and those first two, when I tried to give it another gear, I almost went down. And so then I had to just back off, and I didn't know if he was going to catch me or not. But yeah, I've always kind of, like, every running I've ever done, like the last whatever, like the finish, when I could see the finish line, I basically empty the tank. Like if I'm going to go run 10 sprints, my last two are going to be significantly faster than my first two. If I ran 5 miles, my last mile is going to be my fastest mile. Whether it's good or bad thing, I'm not sure, but I think it plays into like my Proteus scores and like the whole skipping thing. Like when I can see the finish line, my strength is that I don't slow down. If anything, I get faster. Um, and I think that's kind of just like I don't necessarily think you can measure it. It's not like a
Heart.
measurable.
It's just heart.
Yeah, maybe I tell people that I have a lot of heart. Yeah, of course. But I'm saying I don't think you can't like measure it in any other way. It's not like a strength. Even doing like the 1x20s or the 1x22s or even the 1x15s, we're doing the same weight, but my breaks are shorter. Not because I'm
Me and
stronger.
you?
Yeah, I got the course record. It's not a big deal.
Oh, about like 14 seconds.
Well, I still got the course record.
Kicking myself for not using the Proteus finishers earlier. It's phenomenal conditioning.
Like earlier on in your training career.
Yeah, like what have I been doing the last 3 years?
Yeah, it's even if it's not the Proteus every time, like even during the CISL, I think that like those arm farm days, like some kind of finisher like that, I really enjoy because again, it's a competition with
Correct.
everybody, and so anything like that
I'm
as a
surprised you
finisher,
recommended those because that was not your strength.
it's not my strength, not even close, not even close. But I enjoy it because it's challenging and fun at the same time. You know.
Yeah. You want to transition to a new topic for us here on Tub Street?
Yeah, let's do it.
A little NFL football. I got a question for you, and I think you'll have an interesting take on this. And
Hmm.
I'm pretty positive how how you're going to answer it. I love talking NFL quarterbacks. I don't watch much NFL, but I love anything. If it's NFL quarterback drafts, rankings, whatever. If you had to win the Super Bowl this year, and you could have Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts. Who would you take?
Is this like a no context question? I'm not allowed to ask
No,
for.
I would. If it was a no context, I would have asked him during the no context segment
Okay.
of our podcast.
Okay.
That's
So
how that works.
am I already in the Super Bowl, or is
No.
it like starting from the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
So I can elaborate on my answer. My answer would be, I think that if the goal was to just win the most games, potentially Lamar. But if the goal is to win the big games, I'm taking Jalen. So if I'm trying to win the Super Bowl, which obviously is the goal, I think I have a better chance winning a Super Bowl with Jalen as my quarterback. He's obviously proven to win one, but um you know, you could I think you're gonna make me talk down about an athlete, and I don't like doing that. But I think that Lamar is an extreme. He's the most talented player. I think he's the fastest car on the track. But because he's the fastest car on the track, it's very easily for him to hit the wall around turn 4. Like, I don't necessarily think he is the best driver on the track. I think Jalen is the best driver, and as long as his car is one of the fastest, he's going to win the most
Good analogy.
races. Thank you.
Good analogy.
This no doubt about it. Lamar's the fastest car on the track, and it's not even close, I don't think. But when I watch him
I think
play,
Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen's more talented.
I think
Overall.
Josh Allen is the best combination of the best driver with the fastest car. But I still think, dude, when Lamar throws the ball over 50 yards, it's like it comes out of a jugs machine. It's like a bazooka, and he's clearly the fastest. Like, he is a freak. But when I watch him play in the big games, it's like I can see it in his face sometimes, where he gets like this pouty face, and that just makes me think that like he's setting himself up for failure, if that makes sense. Perfect example this weekend when he was playing the Lions. I saw him make the pouty face, and I live betted the Lions and won. Whether or not I saw the right thing or not, I don't know.
It worked. You're 1 for 1
Yeah,
with your
it worked.
prediction.
It worked. I saw the face that I say that I don't like him making in the big games, because it's not just a failure thing. I think maybe he just pushed so much pressure on himself to be great in those moments that he gets more frustrated when he's not,
More
one of those
emotional.
types of things. Yeah, he just gets more emotional, because if you watch him play in a game that's not as big, and he, throws a incomplete pass, or they have a 3-and-out or whatever, like, I don't see him make the same like emotional.
Yeah, he's not a baby.
No, he's clearly, I mean, guy's an MVP. He's clearly one of the best ever. But for whatever reason, in the big moments, I feel like I can see it. And I wish I could talk to him about it, honestly, because he'd probably tell me to fuck off.
Let's get him on the pod.
He's probably like, yo, if you don't think I'm a dog, then fuck you. You know what I mean? And I don't think that
Our people will get in touch with his people. We'll have him on soon.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that's the case either. It's no different than when you watch a guy pitch in the 6th inning, and then you watch that same guy pitch in the 9th inning. Sometimes it's just different for guys.
Yeah, I have a follow-up baseball analogy question, but I want to stay on this a second longer. I totally agree. I would, if it's like fast forward, if we have a playoff game to win, I would take Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think he's the best driver. That's my best way to explain it.
So, yeah, I'm very pro guys that have done it before when it comes to NFL quarterback and playoff. Like, you could say the same thing about someone like Dak Prescott. Really good, very good player. Just playoff resume's not there.
Well, the thing about Jalen too is he's been through the ringer, bro. Like, his journey is crazy. Like, the stuff that he went through to get to where he is right now is extremely difficult. So his mentals are different than someone who's clearly been the fastest car on every track he's ever been on, like Lamar. That's just the way it is. It's no different than Baker. I mean, look what Baker went through at North Carolina. They had this guy lining up at like D tackle and practice, and now talk about a guy you want the ball in his hand with the game on the line. He's proven that over and over and over. So I think that a part of it is just like, your journey is your strength, and sometimes if you're the best player on every field you've ever been on, it's more difficult for that player to shine in the big moments, because they haven't been through the failures or been through the trenches like some of these other people have, because they weren't always the best.
Yeah. Makes sense. So that leads me to my follow-up question. What do you think is more important if you're trying to win a championship? Starting pitcher playoff resume or quarterback playoff resume? So we're going across the sports here, but if you're looking at trying to win a championship, do you want a pitcher that has the resume first, or do you want a quarterback that has the resume first?
We're kind of comparing apples to oranges because the quarterback, it would be like the starting pitcher would have to pitch every game, and
Once a
baseball
week.
play.
Yeah, but
Well, I'm saying in the
I'm just
playoffs,
talking about winning the game that the pitcher's
yeah,
pitching in, not like his team winning a World
yeah,
Series.
yeah.
So call it a Game 7.
Yeah, I think obviously there's position players that have to play defense, but I think
Wide receivers have to catch the ball.
yeah,
O-linemen have to block.
for sure. But I think the difference is the quarterback is on offense and the pitcher is on defense. So the pitcher cannot score. However, you have to score to win. So if they can keep the other team from scoring, then if someone's extremely dominant at that, then it gives their team a better chance to win. So it's a little different.
Yeah.
But I also
Do you understand my question's coming from with more of a
yeah.
from the angle of doing what you need to do to get the job done? Because if there's 7 shutout innings and your team loses 1-0, like you can't really do a better job.
For sure.
You know? And versus a quarterback can throw for 500 yards, 6 TDs and lose. So it's more about like.
Yeah, it's a tough question to answer. I think
what you just said answered the question though.
Yeah, for sure, because I'm super intelligent. I gave you the proper
I don't know
answer.
if you realized you answered the question, so I don't know how intelligent you are, but
I do think that the pitcher, if a pitcher goes and dominates a game and he throws a complete game shutout, his team's going to win unless they go into extra innings. But
yeah,
the quarterback, because they're on offense, like they still have to outscore the other team. So it's a little bit different. However, the biggest difference would be is if the quarterback starts off slow and goes into halftime down by 30, he can still win. If the pitcher starts off slow and goes down by 6 in the first 3 innings, you could still win, but not because of the pitcher. You know what I mean? Like even if he gives you 3 more scoreless innings, like yeah, he's giving you a chance to win, but you got to score 7 runs, and the pitcher ain't got nothing to do with that. So different, but same.
So what's your answer?
Pitcher, because he's on defense. And if you dominate on defense, that means the other team doesn't score. And to win the game, you have to score. So then pitcher.
I think you could flip it away around the other way and say the quarterback can score, so they have a little more control.
Yeah,
because you can always outscore somebody. You can't shut out somebody.
No, false. If I go out and I pitch a complete game shutout, we win 1-0. If you don't score, if you don't score, you can't win. You have to score to win. So if I keep you from scoring, then you cannot win.
Well, percentage-wise, that's going to be the same thing as saying if you throw 6 TD touchdown passes.
No, not percentage-wise. No. If you don't score, you can't win. If you score 0 points or 0 runs,
I understand what you're saying.
You can't win.
I just don't agree with you.
Well, you're wrong. In this scenario, your opinion is far from right. You're wrong. You have to score to win. You can't tie. We're not here for that.
There's a percentage point that lines up with my argument. I don't know what it is, but there is one.
All right. Well, you bring that percentage to the table and let me see it, because I think it's 0, which you could argue is a percentage. 0% is a percentage.
Is 0 a number?
Yeah.
Some people say it's not.
Really?
Moving on. Did you have a baseball topic for us today?
I really didn't, other than the biggest problem with the baseball topic right now is that I haven't really been watching much baseball. But I did recently I saw the highlights on Instagram. Apparently,
you fit in with the high school baseball players at RSP.
Yeah. Apparently the Guardians have made an enormous comeback in the division and have a chance to now win it. But the game that I assume it was yesterday or maybe the day before, Skubal was pitching, and he gave up a 3 spot. No balls left the infield, and just that experience, that's a baseball, like the ball didn't leave the infield and you lost the lead.
I think I saw the highest exit velocity was 65.
God bless it. That's one of those situations that you go home
3 runs.
You're like, if I would have just made a worse pitch and he barreled it,
Yeah.
They could have got tracked down in the gap. Those are the baseball moments that are hard to deal with, hard to live with. It's like if I would have did worse, probably would have got better results.
Yeah. It's a tough thing about pitching, man. Or on the flip side, you can throw kind of what we were just talking about. Throw really well for like you're like through 6 1/3, and the first time a runner gets on first and second, you hang a pitch and hits through and homer, and now your stat line's 6 1/3, 3 earned, and
Yeah,
you're getting
but
pulled.
been there. Been there. But yeah, I guess the only real topic is that like baseball will baseball you. Like it's the only sport in the world that you can do everything right and suck and do everything wrong and be great in a specific moment, not
So how do you
forever.
deal with that?
How do you deal with it? Well,
What's the mental process of going bouncing back after that?
like I said, you go home and you're like, man, if I would have hung that slider, probably would have had a better result in that situation. But then you evaluate like your performance, and it's if that pitch was executed, then it's like, okay, if I execute every pitch forever, long term, I'll be probably the best ever. So that's how you have to deal with it. But it's not easy to deal with it that night by any means. Or, you're in the locker room and everybody's just kind of like, it's like, I bet it's similar to like when a boxer loses a fight that he thinks he won, but the judges gave the points to the like you
Or
guys.
someone just catches you perfectly. I think that might be a better analogy. Like you're
Yeah,
winning the
like you're
fight,
winning the fight. Yeah, yeah.
and the dude gets one on you that just like lands perfectly,
Out.
and you're dropped.
Yeah, that's probably a good analogy or a
I'm
good
smarter than you,
comparison.
so
I don't think you're smarter than me, but it's a good analogy, a good concept, and I agree. It's got to be similar to that, where it's like you're winning, you're doing everything right, and then none of it
one
matters.
slips through.
Yeah. But I do need to tune into some of those games because it's almost playoff time. So I need to
Yeah, we've
need a
talked
lot.
about live pod and some playoff games. I'm big on that idea because it was my idea. So that would be a lot of fun to do. I think it would give a ton of insight to the real reason I want to do it is I want high school and college kids to hear you talk about the mental process of a game because I think that'll be unlike anything that they've ever thought about thinking about.
Yeah. We can do it. We just can't stream the actual game,
No, correct. That'd be illegal.
but we can most definitely do it. I actually
Rob wouldn't
seen
like that.
Archie was doing that last night. I seen on his Instagram. Shout out Archie Bradley. Love to have you on. He was watching the D-backs game live last night. I saw. Yeah, I mean, what do they have? 12 games left or something? What's today's date? The
24th,
24th?
less than right.
Less than 10 games? I don't know. Got to be close. But we'll lock it in. We'll get it done.
Also, shout out to the Guardians for just being an awesome organization and being
Oh,
in the playoffs every single year.
it's
Or right
crazy.
there.
They're
Yeah.
right there. It seems like no matter what, they're right there. And when
It's
they're good,
impressive.
dude, that stadium is rocking. It's nice. It's a good atmosphere there. Shout out Cleveland. What else you
Shout
got?
out Prairie House Coffee.
Shout out Prairie House Coffee. Have you emailed the lady yet?
I might punch you tomorrow if you don't.
No, I'm gonna email her, man. But shout out Prairie House. You can give them another shout out if you want. But the hometown coffee, can't beat it. I tell you what, I could eat the shit out of their avocado toast right now. I'll tell you
How
that.
about that chocolate coconut latte we got? Talk about like a milkshake.
Dude, I would demolish Prairie House right now.
Yeah, I could go for the trifecta where you get the avocado toast, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit sandwich, time biscuit, and then the chocolate coconut
On Friday, we'll just
latte.
skip. We'll just skip from turn 2 to Prairie House and then eat there and walk back.
Well, they have a new banana bread latte that I'd like to try.
I would really like to try that. Now more than ever. Let's talk about. Oh, I have a baseball topic for you.
Okay.
And you can probably elaborate pretty well on this. I just learned recently that the high school teams are playing like fall games and the travel teams are playing tournaments in the fall also. And some of these high schools are scheduling like
Yep. But I don't know why we have arm injuries.
what we didn't do that, I don't think. I definitely don't remember playing any high school games in the fall.
I mean, North Carolina is just different in general. We played there might have been 6 or 8 Saturdays where we had a doubleheader, and that was our fall season. Not for high school, but just for whatever
Yeah, for whatever travel
thrown
team.
together kind of rec team, travel team that we did. There weren't tournaments. It was just oh, you show up at this park and you play 2 games and you go home.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Feels like 30 fall games plus travel tournaments is a lot.
Yeah.
And
A lot of programs do it very differently. That's not necessarily everybody. So it just depends. Some coaches carry a huge roster in the fall to give kids a chance, which I appreciate.
well, one of the high
Some of
school
that
kids.
is why they play so many games, is to give kids chances.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
that makes sense. But one of the kids at RSP just told me that their game got canceled because they didn't have any pitchers that could throw, because they all pitched this weekend, and this is the third game this week of the high school fall games, and they literally had nobody that could throw, so they had to
good they
cancel.
canceled it.
It's good that they canceled. That's a
Yeah.
good start. But my point being, we didn't think we should take that into account before making the schedule.
Yeah, I'm largely in favor of less games across the board.
For the most part, yeah, I would agree. I think that it would be great if college played more games to prepare them for the professional season, because they go from playing 60 games to 140.
Well, after summer, if you incorporate summer ball, it's 100 usually.
Okay, so that's better.
56 and 30, you're at 85-ish with rainouts, 80 with rainouts.
So you're a little over half.
And it's basically the same time period. You go on February to July.
Yeah. But still,
instead of April to October.
For the pitchers, they have to limit all these guys' innings when they get to pro ball, because they're not ready. Not essentially.
But there's a whole nother can of worms there with that. So and that becomes a chicken and the egg. Why do guys throw less? Is it because the demand for premium stuff is so high now that you have to be that good all the time and that many innings? Is it because everyone throws 100 coming out of the pen, so the guy that's replacing you stuff becomes better than yours in the 4th inning instead of the 7th like it was before? The depth is just better. Probably all the above.
All the above. Perfect storm.
Usually the answer in things, right?
Yeah.
In life, it's a combination of everything.
All the above. Yeah. What else? Anything else you got? You don't got much.
Graham crushed it at the wedding. He was a ring bearer.
Was he?
Well, he was supposed to carry a pillow with the flower girls walking beside him. Next to that pillow started getting thrown around. I think he would have done it, but it was just easier to have him hold, lock arms with the 2 flower girls. So he did it perfectly. There was one time where they started tossing the petals out. He looked over at them and saw them throwing the petals and had this look on his face I'd like to throw some petals.
Yeah.
And I was like, do not reach in there and let it rip. But also I kind of wanted to see him reach in there and let it rip.
That's very funny.
Yeah, it was really funny to watch. And then he sat down right beside my mother-in-law and my grandmother-in-law and ate peanut butter pretzels and did not make a sound and shushed my grandmother-in-law a few times. She wasn't talking, but he was just, shh.
Yeah, he had to make sure.
He's locked in. He was locked in. And then it was you make us sobriety. He smiled and clapped. He was in it.
That's a funny little man you got.
Yeah, and then he danced for 3 hours and wouldn't. The little flower girls tried to dance with him, and they put their hands out to grab his hands, and he just gave them high fives. I'd pick him up, start swerving. So it was a great time. He's the perfect age to really enjoy it, but not make a fool of himself.
Yeah, proud dad moment.
Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun.
Brings up I would like to know, so far, what is your proudest dad moment? Good question, huh?
Yeah. He'll go up to Lindsay. Lindsay will get ready to go, just leaving the house, get ready. Nothing crazy. And he'll go up to her and say, "You're so pretty, mommy." That might be it.
Is that because he hears you call her pretty?
Yeah. I think that's why it's my proud moment. It's I'm doing something right.
Yeah. It's crazy how these kids just want to be what they see.
And then my second proudest moment would probably be when we're at the Lenny's at the Memphis airport and he picked up a bag of chips at the counter and just ripped it against the back wall, over the counter, and everyone died laughing in the line behind us. That was pretty awesome too.
He needs a camera around him at all times.
Yeah, and then there's I'll send it to you. There's a picture of him doing push-ups at the dress rehearsal, in the church. He started doing push-ups for some reason. and it's like perfect for him. I was like,
He's
this is amazing. That was probably the second proudest moment of my life.
he's
Of his
showing
life.
off.
Yeah, the bridesmaids were all about him, so he was just
Yeah, he was eating it up.
soaking up all the attention.
Love that. You can't coach that. You either got that or you don't. Good, man. Well, should we talk about our sponsor, Chip Tools?
Let's hear it.
I don't have it back there.
You changed the picture too, huh?
Yeah, I did. Where's my chip tool? I just used it. I didn't put it back.
That's great. It's great marketing right there.
Yeah,
It's not a prop.
no, it's not a prop. It's somewhere else in the house. Chip tools. Easy to use for everyone. Let me make sure I say this properly. Chip
This is
tools.
not good marketing.
Simple tools for everyone. Get your chip tools at chiptools.com. CHIPTOLZ.com. Simple tools for everyone. Personally, their stud finder is what I use. That's what used to be here. That's not there. I'll make sure it's there for the next one. If you're hanging pictures or anything in your house, it's honestly a no-brainer, dude. It's so simple. It's crazy. Chiptools.com. Would you like to talk about our other sponsor?
I think we gave Prairie House a pretty good shout out earlier.
Okay. Hopefully they really...
They bump us up to 2 free lattes for every 100 views. Then we'll start talking about them a little more.
Yeah. Hopefully they actually become a sponsor soon. That would be amazing.
I got my no context question. You want me to ask you while you're thinking of one?
Yeah.
Okay. One, you have the choice of one or the other condiment for the rest of your life, and you can't have the other one. So you basically you choose one to kill one. Ketchup and barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
You're taking barbecue sauce for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I don't ever use ketchup. I put ketchup on a burger and on my eggs sometimes, but I'll put barbecue sauce on my burger and on my eggs if I need it.
What about French fries?
No, I don't ever. If I dip my French fries in something, it's ranch.
Interesting.
I don't put ketchup on anything like that.
Interesting.
Ketchup's not for me.
What's your favorite barbecue sauce?
That's a tough question. Probably like the like if you go to like an actual barbecue place and they have like the Carolina sauce, it's like kind of mustard
base.
Yeah, like the mustard base. That's probably my favorite. That or like a hot.
If you're buying it from the store, it's Stubbs Sweet Heat.
Yeah.
That stuff's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's fire.
And it's like more natural. It's sweetened with molasses and sugar, not high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah. But I don't really use barbecue sauce either. But I would use that over ketchup for sure. I use barbecue sauce on barbecue, and that's basically it.
See how I didn't even try to avoid the context there? Just leaned into it.
Yeah, you just gotta let me go, man. It's good. It's better that way. Okay, I think.
Good thing our AI editor takes out these pauses.
Yeah, no doubt. I had a good one until you hit me with that question, and it got my brain going.
You get that rattled about a condiment?
Would you rather, this is a good one. Would you rather be able to see how the earth started or how it ends?
I think the Bible tells you both, so.
Yeah, and I asked, which one would you rather see? The beginning of time or the end of time?
Beginning.
I think so too. Proud of you, man.
Well, good pod today.
Did you think that my no context question was good?
Yes, much better.
Thanks, man.
How hungry are you right now?
I'm gonna eat some electrolytes here in a second.
It just hit me. Like the afternoon post-workout wave hunger.
No, honestly, I think the cold tub kind of suppresses my hunger a little bit. I'm still like kind of shivering, warming up from that.
In there.
And then I'm gonna meditate and then do a little yin yoga on ala moves, a little stretching. And then by the time I finish all that, it'll be 6:30 or 7, and then it's like, okay, if I'm in bed by 9, I get to eat tomorrow.
I had the pleasure of grilling chicken and burgers last night for my wife and my son to eat.
Dude,
while I sat there.
I'm sure that was a challenge. Manny said he's going to some kind of bachelor event at Topgolf and then to a nice dinner tonight, and he's not going to eat. They're going to like some nice restaurant. Talk about mental fortitude.
You just got to tell yourself you're saving a lot of money if you're like a nice restaurant. You're like, I'm spending $65 on a meal at night.
Yeah. And
that's the only way you can like get through that.
Drink sparkling water so you feel a little more full. All right, man. Well, until next time.
You should give the people a little check-in on the fast tomorrow on our Instagram page.
I can do that. 4 days.
First meal.
PR.
Yeah, like Like for show a little first meal back, hour 70, give a
After
little update.
after talking to him about going to Texas State Brazil today for my first meal back, I might do that solo.
That bothers me because I really want to go, but I can't.
Dude, it's probably gonna happen. I'll be there solo dolo,
That really bothers me.
just flip my card on green and let her eat. Boy.
Literally.
Let it.
Hey, still green. Come on. They just stop coming after a while. It's not cool. It's like, dude, I'll flip it over if I want you to slow down.
Yeah, you just leave it on green the whole time. I'd never turn it to red. I just leave it on green and start telling them no. I have no room on my plate right now. In this moment. When
If
you
you
go,
do it, live stream it and tell me what your favorite cut is of the night.
it's normally the flank steak. I don't know why.
Do they do like a chimichurri sauce on it or something?
Yeah, like normally for whatever reason,
That's fire.
at those places, the flank steak is normally my favorite. But
We gotta stop. We gotta stop this conversation.
when you go to places like Texas de Brazil or Fugo de Chao, do you even eat any of the sides? No. See.
Unless they have something in the line, like,
Well, it's like a
do
salad.
they charge
have
extra
like
for the salad bar?
no, the salad bar is a part of it. But like,
It's part of it.
what are you gonna do? Get full on salad and then say no to the steak?
Right. There might be, like, if they have something, like, really, really special looking. For instance, I know this is a different ethnicity of food. I love a good egg roll.
Yeah.
If there's a really good egg roll there, I would eat one.
Yeah. I dabble in like the mashed potatoes just to like cleanse my palate.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes good for like almost like a dipping sauce.
yeah, I'll dabble in the mashed potatoes a little bit, but that's other than that, I'm here for the meats. If I wanted a salad, I would have went to Panera Bread.
Fresh Kitchen, yeah, something.
Great. Well, I'll be at Texas State Brazil tomorrow. I think we've confirmed that. I would love to have you.
Maybe I'll bring Graham.
Yeah, come on, bring Graham, bring Lindsay, bring everybody. Feels like that's where I'll be. Unfortunately, though.
Okay, hold on. Here's a question. What time?
That's what I was about to say. Unfortunately, I ate a late dinner Sunday.
Well, so did I, but I have a meeting at 8:30 at night, so I'm screwed on that front.
You have a meeting at 8:30? Well, yeah, because I can't eat until 7:30.
That's what I was gonna say. If you were like, "Hey, come at 6:30," and I started at 7:45 on Monday night, would you judge me?
No, that's a good question because that's part of the reason why I wanted to do the 4-day fast. Because every time I've done the 3-day, I've done like exactly the 72-hour mark. And when you see these people talking about it that have done like actual research on what it is, they always talk about the 72-hour mark being important for stem cells. But I've never truly understood, do they mean like if I eat at the 72-hour mark,
You don't get the effect.
but I still like, did I reach that point and now I'm getting the stem cells, or like I have to go past that to get the stem cells? Nobody's ever like been more detailed in that information. So that's why I wanted to do the 4-day fast to see if I basically feel any different past that 72 hours. To answer your question, I would not judge you because I don't necessarily think that 71 hours is any different than 72 hours. Although I might talk some shit somewhere down the road.
For sure.
I won't.
Yeah, that's a given.
I won't hold.
If it's 71:59 or something, I'm sure that I would get flack for it.
Yeah.
And I understand. I do the same thing. And,
But
it's part of it.
if it was a situation where if eating at 6 o'clock would mean we were going to Texas State Brazil and I'm not going by myself, then I would eat early too.
I'll look up the kids deal. I'll look up what the kids deal is there.
They probably eat free or something. They better eat free. Are they gonna have 3 bites of steak?
Say eat free. Buddy, we might be there.
All right, come on. We try to bring the other kids that we work out with too, but I guess they don't want to go. Maybe if I offer to pay for it, they'll go free dinner. All right, well, we're gonna do the Proteus tomorrow. All right, so fasted Proteus. I'm the king of the castle at the moment. So whoever beats me in the Proteus tomorrow, I'll buy them Texas de Brazil.
I love it. That's great. That's phenomenal on your part. I'm serious.
That's what we're gonna do.
And you get to go last.
And I'll go last. Or I'll be the rabbit. I'll be the rabbit.
I think with that bet, you should get to go last.
No, I'll go first. I want them to try
That's
to beat me.
Very kind.
I don't think that they'll
It's
beat
very
me.
kind of you.
I'm getting nervous thinking, like feeling it right now. Like,
No, I just had that. My heartbeat ticked up a little bit.
yeah, I'm getting a little nervous like talking about it right
I
now.
don't know if it's the lack of food or
But
think about it.
I'll be the rabbit. I'll go first, and if anybody can surpass me. But what is it, just the total thing, or like what would be the number they're trying to beat me at?
I think you should total work and average power. I think it would. I don't know if you can win one without the other.
Yeah. I was gonna say the last time we did it.
Because if your average power is higher, you have to do more work.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last time we did it, we should create some kind of algorithm for ourselves to
Get on it.
because Riley and you having the peak power at almost 1,000.
It's cheating. I know how to cheat it.
Well, it's still 200 more than where I was
It's
at.
1 rep. You have to do 1 rep hard.
Yeah, but
So you just pick a rep and like let it really eat on that rep,
Yeah.
and then go back to the other stuff.
Gamified fitness, man. You want to win, you gotta figure out the algorithm. No, I think average power and the other little number in the bottom left is always the same as the calories. But
I need to talk to Proteus and see if they'll live stream with us tomorrow while we do it.
yeah, well
Can you do combined live streams on?
yeah
I'll
the
see.
the number down at the bottom. What is that number telling me? Because this past one you were 40 and I was 42.
Work per session.
Yeah, but what is that? What is that?
Kilojoules is the measurement. 40 kilojoules was mine.
I don't know nothing about a kilojoule. A kilojoule? Mass chat.
You can come up with a combination. Hey, can you see this?
How do you spell kilojoule?
Can you see that picture of Graham doing the push-ups?
Barely. That's pretty good though. How do you spell kilojoule?
Kilojoule.
So ChatGPT says that a kilojoule is 1,000 joules, and a joule is the standard scientific unit of energy in the metric system. It's defined as
That was the thing you smoked.
the amount of no. Excuse me. The standard scientific unit of energy in the metric system is defined as the amount of energy used when a force of 1 Newton moves an object 1 meter. In
Does that help you?
everyday life, kilojoules are often used to measure the energy content in food, similar to calories. There you go. That's why the kilojoules and the calories are the same on the Proteus thing. So then really it's the power output, the average power output is extremely important, plus the kilojoules. The kilojoules are going to be significantly affected by your power out, your average power, obviously.
Let's see if we can go live from the Proteus account.
So prior to tomorrow, I'll announce to everybody, if you can beat me, I'll buy you. We'll break the fast together at Texas State, and I'll buy it.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
All right, man. Rest up.
Yeah, big day tomorrow. Huge
Carson's
day.
going to be there. Does he count?
No, because he hasn't been fasting.
Or is that gorilla in a different category? Oh yeah, he has not been fasting.
He hasn't been fasting, dude. So I'm confident in my abilities to maybe have a chance of beating him if I wasn't fasting, but I would need him to go first and see what I'm up against.
He is the unknown.
Dude, what a freak. We need to get him on here. We need to start having guests, but we'll work on that. All right, man. Love you.
You can't even email a person about getting us a sponsorship. So I'm the talent. I show up and I execute. You do all the other stuff.
All right, man.
See you tomorrow.
See ya. Until next time. We gone.